Hello everyone and welcome to another live from the workshop. So today I am going to be making a Dalek, obviously. For those of you that are wondering, you will have seen me slightly tease this in my custom figure showcase of this Dalek, which is what I'm going to be using for the base. This is my Eternity Circle custom. It's getting a bit rough around the edges, so I thought it was about time that I revamped it and gave it a new coat of paint. But more to that, I'm actually going to completely redesign it, and what it is going to be is a Dalek that was not seen in The Witch's Familiar. Now, I appreciate that that is a very, very wide spectrum. However, there is one particular Dalek I have in mind, and it is one that appeared in a behind-the-scenes photo of the final scene. Now, it's a very odd-looking Dalek, I'm sure you'll agree, but it seems to be a sort of movie hybrid. Now, the reason, as far as I can work out, that this wasn't included was one of copyright. As usual with these things, you know, the designs and things like that for the Daleks have to be copyrighted, copyrighted by several different people. The Dalek designs themselves copyrighted by Terry Nation, the movies copyrighted by somebody else, and it is a very, very large minefield. But supposedly, this Dalek was going to be included in a way to sort of crowbar, or at least hint at the movies being canon. But it is definitely one that I think is worthy of a custom because it is such a unique design, and so that is what I'm going to do here. Now, first things first is basically just going to be to have to do an overall repaint. I need to paint up the mid section. I need to spray paint that up, and I'm going to have to spray paint up these parts, the gun and the arm, or the arm but the ball inside it, and then repaint over the whole thing, and obviously change the eye lights. I'm going to be using a technique which I've used on some of the other ones. I have a Davros chair spare, and these smaller bumps, the smaller spheres, are actually decent for using replacement smaller eyes. So that's what I'm going to do. So obviously that means these ones have to go, and then I'm just going to put on the new ones. But first things first, as I said, is to start on the repaint. So I am going to get on to that now. And here is what I have now come to call the BTS, which is familiar Dalek. BTS obviously stands for behind the scenes, because that's the only place we've seen it. I'm very pleased with how this has come out. It's got a good 60s look to it, but personally, this doesn't make me think of the movies. It actually really does make me think of the 1960s more. I mean, we wouldn't have seen it on screen in colour, obviously, but we could have seen it, I suppose, in the Third Doctor's era, but I would have definitely liked to have seen this as a proper Dalek, because it really doesn't make me think of the movies at all. It doesn't, you know, I can see why people were calling it a movie Dalek and how it was attempting to bridge the movies, but it really doesn't make me think of the movies. It really makes me think of a proper TV Dalek. So yeah, I would have really liked to have seen this, to be honest, and I hope that maybe we do see this at some point. I don't actually know that much about this Dalek, but I have tweeted the behind the scenes photos to the Dalek guys. I think it's Dalek 6338, I think is the name of the site. I could get that last number wrong, but essentially these guys know everything about the Daleks, so they will be able to give me some background information on as to whether this is a fan Dalek on loan from somebody, or whether this is an original Dalek that has been repainted in different times over the years. Luckily, excuse me, luckily I'm pre-recording this, so hopefully when I finish this video there will be a little bit tapped onto the end with some information from them, but that is all in the hope that they do get back to me. They're usually very good at getting back to people when they tweet them. I've tweeted them a couple of times myself, so I certainly look forward to seeing what they have to say. But this is what I have to say, and it is, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, favourite, subscribe, share, it really helps me out a lot. I salute you all, and I will see you with another video very soon.